What's up, everybody? Here today we're doing a cage swap on our XP Turbo. We're putting a Turbo S cage on it. The plan is eventually to go with all the Turbo S suspension parts. But right now we're kind of figuring it out and going slow with it. It's brand new to me, so I don't want to do anything that's going to ruin it. So today, let's get to work. So today I'm going to be taking care of some things that I've been putting off for a little while. Went and picked up a Turbo S cage on Sunday. Gonna wrap the hood today. I'll go over how to take the hood hinges out. It's something simple that not a lot of people really cover on YouTube videos and give the insight on how to do it, so stay tuned. So the quickest way that I've figured out how to take the hood hinges out, remove the grill insert, is you want to grab the hood hinge and start twisting the top side while you put pressure with your other hand on the bottom side to work it out. And as you keep twisting, it works its way to give you a gap. Keep pushing on the bottom. And then once it hits the curve in the hinge itself, you just peel it out. And then the little gasket in here, you want to push it in, pull through. Now the hood hinges are off. Time to hit it with the heat gun and peel this sticker off and then wrap it. Alright, well now that I got the hood hinges taken off of the hood, got that ready to wrap, I'm gonna have to take apart a lot of side-by-side stuff here. I gotta take off the S&B particle separator, the fire extinguisher. I have to take off the audio. I have to take off the mirror. I got side mirrors, GoPro mount, light bar. All that's gonna have to come off before I can start the process of swapping the cages out. So, stay tuned. Thank you. Anyone that's ever worked in the garage, they know the struggle of finding the right parts, the right tools to do the job. Organization is so important when you're doing things like this because you don't want to misplace any of these weird, Allen-headed screws that fit just right in all the pieces. So always make sure to keep track of all your screws and all your nuts and stay organized, or you're gonna have a headache when you're trying to put everything back together. Alright, well, now I gotta cut some zip ties out of the way, remove the audio, and get the light bar off so this way I can start getting the front half of the cage off. Stay tuned. Alright, so I found that there's some screws holding the roof together. It seems that these are pretty simple. These all go down here into the bottom, and then they all have these little brackets that hold the roof on. And I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just giving you guys what I see and what I have going on to help you guys all with your projects. This one kind of looks like a pain in the butt because the screw itself goes up in here, which you guys can't see because there's no light, but I guess we're going to take that off, take the roof off before we get the light bar off, and then when all this is said and done, I'll be able to take the dash off and figure out how everything's wired in here. As most of you know, this was a machine that I bought used, so I'm sure there's going to be little gremlins that I have to find, but bear with me. Alright, well, the roof's off. I just decided it was going to be easier to take it off in one piece. The light bar's off. I see some problems with the mounting points already, so I'll have to figure those out. Because this cage has these little tabs that come down, and this is a stock XP turbo cage. What I'm trying to do here is put the Turbo S cage on the XP. It's just a for now, but I think it looks 10 times better. But as you can see, this does not have any mounting holes in there. So I'm gonna have to get out the drill and figure something out here. Next, I gotta take off the Swamp Donkey, get the music out of here, and start unbolting the particle separator next, which this seems relatively easy. And then I have to disconnect the harnesses because, as most of you know, the XP does not have harness tabs. So I'll be taking the harnesses off again, rip the seats out of here quick, and then start removing the cage piece by piece. Alright, well, as many of you know, a project isn't a project without problems. So on this side of the sound bar, or speaker, they put a bolt on the top with a nut on the inside. So I'll have to figure out how to get the inside out, and I'll be back. Alright, well, I ended up getting the audio off there. So now I think I'm going to start with the front half of the cage, zip this this bar out of here, and then start working my way back. Hope you all are enjoying the video, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom. Thanks. Alright, so as you can see, we lost the front half of the cage. I got the passenger side undone. I gotta take the seats out, obviously. When you take the harnesses off, it looks like you have to take these bolts out on each side, which they have nuts on the back side of this plastic. So I'm gonna do it the hard way, and probably take all these plastics off just to make it so much easier. And who knows, maybe when these are off, I'll wrap these too. And then as soon as you break these 4 bolts loose on the bottom, you have to take the back section of the cage off. So we'll see. Alright, so that was kind of a long video, and some things happened. I took the tree kicker off, I popped all the plastic locks out of here. Pretty much all the bottom plastics are ready to come off now. I think there's some bolts on the bottom. And then I'm gonna take this piece off while I'm already here, strip all these stickers off. I guess just keep watching and see how this unfolds. See, this is already pretty torn. This is turning into quite the project for sure, especially for one person. Right, well, it's been a couple hours, and here's the progress. All the fenders are off. Pretty much all the body panels are off, and it's ready for the new cage. Had to get a little creative and use my daughter's chair to hold up the tree kickers. This side's bolted in different than the other side. It was quite the process. How do you wash your razor parts? I prefer my wife washing them in the bathtub.
Can you get out of my way, please? Before it's hot.
Alright, so yesterday, the batteries died on the GoPro and I wasn't paying attention. It's real hard, you know, being a truck driver and doing the shit by yourself, that I don't know, I just wanted to get to work. Well, I made quite a bit of progress yesterday, and I'd say this thing is getting quite the makeover unexpectedly. A lot of it is just the body bolts. You have to find each individual body bolt, and then around the gas tank was a little bit, you know, difficult because of all these body pins that you can't see them, you know. So like this one, obviously I accidentally left in. To get the fuel cap off, you just have to spin it off and then give it a tug, and then the wire comes with it. I don't know, I'd say we're ready to send off some plastics, get these painted, and start making way for the new cage to go on. I'd say I pretty much, here's the line for the particle separator. I have to tuck this back up and get that mounted. I ordered new brackets for the particle separator, so I broke one yesterday. I'd say these clamps on this particle separator are not really that heavy duty. I was kind of disappointed. As soon as I started to loosen it up, the bracket itself just broke. But I think that's it. I'll drop this one as part 1, and then part 2 will be reassembly. And you guys get to see how it goes back together. Like always, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout. We have t-shirts, we have sackets. I think we're gonna get some stickers going here pretty soon, and I'm not sure what else we're gonna do for merch, but me and Adam are working on something big for the new year. I know next year we want to hit, you know, 10 to 15 different parks, and we'll have YouTube videos for all of those on the YouTube, and we're gonna try to pump out the content next year. You know, we're just trying to do something different and not be the next, you know, blown budget or side-by-side blog. We want to give you guys honest reviews of parks, and you know, there's a lot to look forward to being an average Joe out wheeling. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.